welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today we're roasting cauliflower. Now I happen to like cauliflower, but it can be a little boring. But today we're going to turn it into a sexier side dish with a quick roast to caramelize the veggies' natural sugars and a light lemony drizzle at the end that's going to bring this side dish to new levels of deliciousness. And you really do need some of these very tasty, low-carb, low-calorie side dishes like this to mix into your menu plans if you're going to be eating stuff like those bacon-wrapped poppers or deep dish pizza I showed you last week. Now to get started, I have a large head of cauliflower here, and you have to strip off those bottom leaves, and if you're having trouble pulling them off by hand, you could just use a small knife to cut them off. And once the bottom core is pretty much exposed, we need to just cut off the last inch or so that there isn't too much core in the final dish. And I'm basically slicing straight through that circular core as evenly as possible to make 8 wedges. And if you don't think you can accomplish the wedges, you could always cut off all the florets and roast the cauliflower that way. But I really like the presentation of the wedges for this dish. And once you've got all the wedges cut, place them onto a greased, foil-lined baking sheet. And I'll be brushing them with garlic infused olive oil. And if you don't have this, you could always make your own, but make sure to do it before you trim the cauliflower so there's time for the garlic flavor to infuse. Just combine 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil with 2 cloves of garlic that you've sliced in half. Then let it sit for a few minutes. Now brush all the cauliflower wedges with the garlic oil, and when you have them all nicely coated, hit the whole pan with some black pepper and coarse sea salt and roast them in a preheated oven for 20 minutes on the first side, then flip them and bake them for 20 minutes on the second side. And while they're baking, we'll work on that lemony dressing. Just remove the big chunks of garlic from the oil, grate in the zest of a lemon, add a pinch of red pepper flakes, a tablespoon of chopped parsley, salt, pepper, and the juice of the lemon we just zested. Give it a stir, and when the cauliflower's done, pile it onto a serving plate, drizzle over this bright lemony dressing that'll remind you that spring is in the air, and soon you'll realize we've accomplished that mission of making cauliflower just a little more fun to eat. And if you'd like to print a copy of today's easy recipe, you could always visit my blog at the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.